Welcome to Aurei plays Factorio Seablock. This is episode 102 and we're bringing up all the resources we need to make batteries. I just decided that we want to do it over here instead, probably. Yeah, we can bring the plastic up here, and then the only question is where are we gonna bring up the fluids? But we might still do that over here. I think that's not a bad idea at all. Like we can just have like an additional bus over here, and we'll sort of claim the space. It might have been a bad idea actually to do. We could do the solar panels here, but then nothing else in the middle, and just use that space where we need it, and do the bigger production like on this side probably. Or what we could do, yeah, so maybe I do want to actually move this. Right, we could just connect the steel up to the bus here instead. That would also be, that might actually be a lot nicer. I think I'll do that. So I'll just, like, in a while I'll pick all of this up and we'll move that over. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna continue doing research. Like we're not in any position to just leave that. The fact that we had a buffer up here is very nice. We're gonna go underground here and underground here, and then move up. Yeah, there we go. Again, go like this. We want to craft some more of those and those. Our splitters, pretty okay. Our pipe, we can use a lot more. Yeah, queuing those crafts is pretty worthwhile. Yeah, so let's see. Here we're kind of close to the belt, so we can't really afford to sneak fluids through. We could do it like over here. That's kind of, it's a little bit ugly, but there's a lot of space here, and we could just come from here and then sneak through it. Though if we need to get wood somewhere upstream, then it's gonna be kind of nasty. And we also, like, we need the wooden planks somewhere as well. Like that could be kind of tricky. I think it makes a lot of sense to make sure that we can actually sneak the wood through here. I guess we can't if we have this going. Yeah, I mean we could use yellow underground belt probably to just snake this through. That's kind of ugly, but it will work. Let me also just check. For the accumulators we just need, yeah, iron plates and batteries. So once we have the sulfuric acid, we can make the batteries and then immediately turn them into accumulators. Yeah, what do we want to do with that? Let's also check out where it has to come from. This looks like, this is sulfur dioxide gas. And with purified water that turns into sulfuric acid, but we have the sulfuric acid going up to here. So we could either do like chain it through here. Oh, that actually lines up kind of nice. So I think I want to try that. Yeah, I think we could do that. Let's see. Okay, so we have it over here. If we put it like this and go like so, and then yeah, go like this, and then I figured we can't do that, but what about if we make this go underground, then we go underground up to here, and then we can get exactly to that point. Yeah, and then I do want to make a small side step like this. And then we'll go up here. Yes. And then I think I want to just run it next to the steel. That seems nice. Yeah. So let's decrease this in size a little bit. And it would be more efficient to just landfill the spaces that I need, but yeah, that seems like a little bit overkill. This will do totally fine. But I will then bring the sulfuric acid like over here. That does seem like it's a nice way to go. So I want to keep an eye on where I am with respect to. Yeah, we don't need to actually to go that far. Like up here is totally fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here we'll go underground. Yep, like that. Probably like this. Then I am gonna make a small shortcut for me anyway. And then we actually can exactly make it across. That's very nice. Okay, let's increase the size of this guy. I do want to go up a little bit because we want to have the freedom to put some extra belts up here and bring like science specs maybe from this side, or we'll move these at some point. Like either way is fine, but I do want to have a little bit of space. For these guys, we'll need a chemical plant. Yeah. We're probably, I don't know if we're gonna scale that up soon, but it's probably not too long before we'll do that. How are you guys doing? 10 solar panels, large solar panels. Yeah, so this is already, it's already a gigawatt, which actually, if we look at our power consumption, well, sorry, not a gigawatt, a megawatt, right? 10 of these guys. So that's it's not so but that is peak production, so it's not 10 megawatt continuously. It's like I think 60 or 70% of that. But still, like that's half a megawatt right there. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, let's just continue like picking whatever first shows up here. I don't really have an eye on where we need to be going with the tier 2 tech. There's not that many left in relation to the later techs. So we have stuff like ore processing 2, which gives us new stuff. Yeah, strand casting. There's all sorts of things that we might want to be doing later, but for now this should be okay. Yeah, let's get in the chemical plant here. So what we want to be doing is make batteries, right? This is lead plate, plastic bar, sulfuric acid. So what I think we'll do is run the thing over here. We'll bring, yeah, I'll use a little bit of underground pipe over here. We'll bring a splitter in as early as possible. We'll go like this, right? And then we'll have you guys go underground for a bit. You will also go underground, and then we have the opportunity to do a splitter here. Do lead plate and actually connect this up. And then if we have an inserter over here with drop tile over there, we can just go like this. Okay, so power this stuff. There we go. So this is gonna get us some batteries. Output, power pole, and Then we're gonna make accumulators out of these. So let's fill this in a little bit. We'll do like a small underground section here. And we'll bring these guys together. Like this. And let's get... Where are they? Here they are. An assembler. And you are going to make high capacity accumulators. These guys, yeah. Inserter. And I guess here the same thing holds, right? So 2 stacks is, well, it's not more than we'll ever need, but like, I'm not gonna be disappointed if there's 2 stacks there in any case. Like we'll be able to use that properly. But yeah, so this is gonna be a very nice use of our resources. Yeah. We might want to scale up some of this, but if we look at our resource production, then we're probably gonna eat through a lot of it, right? So what we can do is we can use the power we get to get more raw resource production, and then scale up some of this. But we really should be careful in how much power we sort of commit to this. Yeah, because it looks like we're doing okay, but I think like it's not actually that big of a difference between this and a brownout. Like my guess is that at like 25, 26 megawatts, we're gonna run into a brownout. So we really want to avoid that point and keep the factory running at all costs. That's basically where we're at. Okay. So let's see what the ratio should be. Let's see. And we need, we actually would need, let's see. I think we want to get the medium electric poles as well. I don't think we want to run this with small electric poles. That seems like a nightmare. So let's go and get some medium electric poles as well. We can make them. Yeah, are we gonna make them up here? Maybe we are. So the question I want to ask now is, do I care about stuff in the middle of the belt? And maybe I don't. Like, right? Like if it's this small utility stuff, we have the room to scale it up a little bit if we need to. And if we really can't afford it anymore, we can move out of it. So as it stands, I'm not really concerned about sort of the how it looks as well. Like we can run sort of a double bus and produce some stuff in the middle, and it's always gonna be the easiest place to put something. But it does basically allow us to have a little bit of freedom in how we do stuff, and at some point we're gonna get robots, so I'm not too worried about messing stuff up. Like we'll patch it up later. Let's craft some splitters, and we'll get these guys. We'll also need the copper plates. We'll go underground here. Yeah, so I guess we're using a lot of belt to make this happen. That's sort of the disadvantage. I'm kind of tempted to actually... We could run this back. Oh, it's so ugly, but I mean, why not, right? Let's do it like this. Actually, yeah, so I probably want to do it before it reaches the first inserter, just to make sure that the splitter is actually allowed to split. So like this. Then we have a splitter over here, which is gonna run like this, below this guy, and we'll do it like this. We'll fill in this just to make it a little bit easier for me. Then what we're gonna do is, I guess we'll run these along. Go like this. And I'm just gonna put down 2 assemblers, one for the iron sticks and then one for the electric poles. And we're just gonna do that locally. Ooh, this is kind of tight actually. It's a lot more tight than I figured, but we'll make it work. Okay, so you're making iron 6 and you're making let's see, logistics. We actually didn't need to pull the iron all the way through, but it's, if we need it, we can use it. So let's do that. Yeah, I would like to put it in a chest that is not encroaching on our ability to scale this up, but that should be fine. This, and here again, if we get 2 stacks, I'm not gonna be disappointed. So let's put a limit at that. Yes. So maybe we want to figure out like a small like blueprint to build, or we want to just scale up the stuff that we need. That's the alternative. It's I don't know if I want to do that, but we could actually do that. It's a little bit messy, but we could just have like a field of accumulators and then a field of solar panels. Yeah, so at the moment, like the bottlenecks are pretty clear. It's the batteries, it's these boards, but yeah, I don't really see the need to scale this up. Like the production speed is actually totally fine as is. We might start using. Now, I don't think we want to be using the medium poles for important stuff, or the non-important stuff rather. Like the normal poles are just, yeah, the medium poles are kind of expensive. So I don't wanna dip into that quite yet. Let's see. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out a nice way to tile these, and preferably it's something that I can build by hand for now. And I need to figure out what the ratio is, right? Let's see. So apparently, okay, apparently I need, let's see, the ratio is about 10 10 11 accumulate, or yeah, 11 accumulators to 28 panels. That should be about the ratio. So actually what I might want to do is limit this to 1 stack. We're just gonna put this down. Like, I'm not gonna be too worried about the sort of aesthetics of it. Yeah, let me just walk down there and figure out like what is a nice spot to build this. Yes. So let's see. Buffers are doing good work here. That's something to take note of, right? So if we look at our resource consumption right now, like the iron and the copper are going like crazy. And same for the steel, that's just working continuously. So we're actually bleeding dry quite quickly with respect to resources. That's something to keep in mind. Okay, so we have some power fields. I guess we can build it like over here. That seems like a good spot. Just get it started and do some stuff here. So just fill in like a little bit of space. We're not gonna extend and just build it like over here. That seems fine. So let's go a couple solar panels. Like a double row. Okay, that's exactly all of them. It's nice. And then we're gonna go like this. Just going in rows, I guess. And that will always cover them nicely. And then we're gonna place some high capacity accumulators. So if we look at the ratios, we'll need a lot less accumulators. We'll need like half the accumulators of compared to panels. So if we even just place like 2 right here, is that even, yeah, that should already be overkill compared to this, except that the accumulators also have a function with respect to the windmills. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, so at the moment, like these are like, and what's actually very useful about this is that we can also yeah, it just became dark. What we can also check out is what our power cap is, like how much can we actually get. So now they're fully charged, but if they weren't, like what would we be able to get up to? And let's see. Yeah, so we can't. Let's see. Yeah, so in this, like the steam engine 2 really pumped up a lot, right? It's peaked by like 2 megawatts. So that's actually the slack we have. It's not that much. So that's pretty good to keep in mind. Like these guys are just going, like, right? If they have resources, they're going. Once we place the accumulators, like the steam engines peaked as well, and it's really the solar panels that just yeah, they're not doing anything right now because it's night, but yeah, we do want to keep an eye on that. Yeah, sure, advanced zinc smelting. We'll take what we can get. Yeah, so it's mainly we're waiting for the solar panels. The accumulators are actually not that important. It's really the solar panels that will do the trick. Let me go up there and check out how much we have. Oh, there's a ton of landfill waiting for us. That's nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So we might need to upgrade some of this stuff to Mark IIs. That could still increase our production, but yeah, we're at some point gonna run dry basically. The science is still doing fine. Like it's still actually the machines that limit the production of these guys. I'm gonna put some accumulators back in here. Yeah, it's really the solar panels that are the bottleneck right here. We could put it down a couple more of these guys, but I'm not actually convinced that we need to as of right now. We do need to keep in mind that we probably want to build like these guys in one go. Like doing direct insertion with these electronic components is probably worthwhile. We're gonna need them for the next tier circuits as well, so we might want to build like a little block with tinned copper wire as well, because it's kind of belt heavy to actually do this. I think that would probably make a lot of sense. Let's see. I'm gonna make a cut right here for YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode.